Hi everyone, today's video is all about estimating quotients. And estimation, remember, is using mental math strategies to get close to the exact number you need. And this is especially helpful in division because a lot of times you'll be dividing by a number that's not easy to skip count by, like 37 or 63 or 42 or 81. So instead of trying to write out all of your multiples, which is a strategy you could use, you can also use friendly numbers. The math term for this is compatible numbers, and that can help you make a smart guess of what digit you're going to need or how many groups you're going to need to use when you're solving your division problem. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say I had the division problem 348 divided by 8, and I wanted to make a prediction of what my answer is going to be around so that after I do the division, I can double check and make sure that my answer is reasonable. So the first thing you need to do is circle your divisor. If it's a single digit, you're going to keep it the same. Now in this problem, we do have the single digit 8, so I can keep it the same. Next, we're going to look for multiples of that divisor, and we're going to look for one higher and one lower than our dividend. And you can see I've drawn a box around the first two digits in my dividend, the 34. I don't need to think about multiples of 8 all the way into the 300s. What I can do is I can use the 34, those first two digits, to help me make a prediction of a smart number to use. So if I'm skip counting by 8s, I know I have 8, 16, 24, 32 as a lower number, and then the next multiple would be 40. So I can use 32 and 40 as the first two digits in my estimate. Since this is a three-digit number, I will need my estimate to be 3 digits. So that means my lower compatible numbers would be 320 divided by 8, and my higher compatible number estimate would be 400 divided by 8. And I can see that that multiple of 32 and the multiple of 40 are hidden right there inside my three-digit number. Finally, we need to divide these two problems, and this we can do using mental math. This is going to help us because our actual answer is going to be in between the two numbers that we get. So let's look back at those basic facts again. 32 divided by 8 is 4, which means 320 divided by 8 is going to be 40. I'm just a group of 10 bigger than that. And 40 divided by 8 is 5, so that means 400 divided by 8 will be 50, which means my final answer is going to be between 40 and 50. Let's take a look at an example with a two-digit divisor. This time, I want to look at 2,273 divided by 63. My first step is still the same. I circle my divisor, but this time, since it's two digits, I'm going to round to the nearest 10. That means instead of using 63, I'm going to use 60 because that will help me use those mental math strategies. Next, I'm still going to look for multiples of my divisor, and I'm still going to draw a box around those first two digits. So now I'm using the friendly number 60 because that's pretty close to 63, and I'm going to try to figure out what multiples I can get to that are close to 22. Well, within that number 60, I see the single digit 6. So if I'm thinking about skip counting by 6s, I would get to 6, 12, 18. That's lower than 22. And then 24, which is higher. This time, since my number is 4 digits, I'm going to add 2 placeholder zeros. So my low end estimate is going to be 1,800 divided by 60. And my high end estimate is going to be 2,400 divided by 60. Now, I can divide those two compatible numbers. 1,800 divided by 60 is going to give me 30 because I see the basic fact 18 divided by 6, and then I can cross off one of these zeros because they share them in common. And my higher estimate would be 2,400 divided by 60. 24 divided by 6 is 4, and then I can buddy up a 0 in this problem. So that means my estimate there would be 40. So my answer is going to be between 30 and 40. Let's take a look at one more two-digit divisor. This time I have 6,280 divided by 37. First, I'm going to circle my divisor. Since it's a two-digit number, I'm going to round to the nearest 10. That means that 37, instead, I'm going to think of like 40 so that I can skip count by fours to help me with my estimating. Then I'm going to look for multiples of the divisor. I'm going to find one lower and one higher, and I'm going to box those first two digits. So now I need to think about, well, what are multiples of 4 that come pretty close to 62? If I were to keep skip counting by 4, I know I would get to 60, which is hidden inside this 6,000, and 64, which is hidden inside this 6,400. Remember, I made them 4-digit numbers because my original number is a 4-digit number. And I can divide them both by 40. So if I divide my two compatible numbers, 6,000 divided by 40 is going to give me 150, and 6,400 divided by 40 is going to give me 160. So that tells me my final answer will be somewhere between 150 and 160. Keep looking for another video with some more guided examples of estimating quotients, but remember the big idea here is that you want to get close to the exact number you need by using mental math strategies. This is just one way you can do that and help to narrow down your search. I hope it helped. Thanks for watching.